Okay guys, this is Tim with Tim's World, and this is day number 2 of winemaking. So I'll show you what I got here. You can see the berries have defrosted for the majority. Nice and cool. So they were up to here and they sunk way down to there. Same with this one. But they pretty much defrosted. What I got to do now is put some water, a couple of gallons in that tub, and put the Star San sanitizer in it so I can sanitize what I will be using. So let's do that. Okay, getting ready to pour my Star San in. Got that much in here. And I've got 2 gallons of water in there. Now for this, I could have used just regular tap water to sanitize with. But for the actual winemaking, I've got distilled water. It doesn't have any chlorine or chemicals, no fluoride, and that hopefully in this. So. Now I've got the burner going over here. And I was only able to get 1 gallon in that small pot, so I'll have to do just 1 gallon with some sugar. This is just to dissolve the sugar in the water. So anyway, pour this in here. If I can get the lid off. All right, and that's supposed to be enough to sanitize. Maybe I'll go a little bit more. You won't do it with the lid off. Yeah, that should be okay. That should be all right. Okay, guys, this is the biggest thing that I've got to sanitize. Now all I'm doing is just swashing it around in the sanitizing liquid, sanitizing water, whatever you call it. And you get the bottom all nice and covered. Just let it sit for a while. Just let it sit for a while. And also, let's see what else I got to sanitize. Spoons, potato masher, spoons. Let's see, I've got some other stuff in here I'm going to be using today, and that will be this spoon. This spoon is a must have. Yeah, you'll see why later. Put that in there. What else? The lid. I got to put the lid in there. I'll do that when I take that bucket out. And an airlock. I've got these kind of airlocks. The airlock lets the fermenting CO2 gases escape, I guess. Without, this would probably explode if it was enclosed when it starts fermenting. Put that in there. Whoops, didn't need that second lid, did I? Get that one off. I don't need that one. Put that one back in the box there. Okay, this is probably sanitized pretty good right now. Okay, doing this with one hand, guys. Might have to put this on this camera on a tripod here. Anyway, there's that. I'll bring the bucket over here. Alright. Also, hands need to be sanitized. So I'm going to sanitize my hands. Oh, the mesh bag. Need to throw the mesh bag in there. Let's see if I can get this open. Hang on a second. Alrighty. And I have a big mesh bag and a small one. I used the big one the last time. It's been cleaned. It's been washed really good before I put it away. A good sized mesh bag. Nice one. So I'll put that in there and get my hands sanitized too. I think that's all I need to start. Oh, this. Put the lid in there. Let it sanitize. Yes, sir. Like that. There. I hope I don't drop my camera in there. Alright. Okay guys, this is what 23 pounds of blackberries look like in the mesh bag. So I've got to take and pour some water and sugar in here, and take a potato masher and mash them up pretty good. And then we're going to seal the bag up, and then we're going to just squeeze it and stuff, and then put more sugar water in. Then I got to let it all cool down. But right now that's still heating up over there on the burner, so got to wait for that. Okay guys, I mashed them up quite a bit, and then I poured the first pail of water, kettle, whatever you call it, of water in here, and that was 1 gallon. And the berries are kind of floating up a little bit now, so I've got another, not quite a full gallon over there with sugar in it. And I think I'll put a little bit more sugar because I got up 13 pounds, so I'm gonna put some of this in there too, and then I'll have to mix up one more with that last thing of sugar. And hope I don't put too much water. I have to figure it out to where the water comes up to about here when I'm all done. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tie this shut right now. Okay guys, what I've done thus far, I took and tied the bag shut, and then I took my sanitized hands and I squeezed the bag in there for a long time. Try to get as many juices to come out, crush the blackberries. I've got one more pot here heating up with sugar, the last 4 pounds of sugar. So altogether 13 pounds. This will be the third pot that I'll pour in there. And then I'll level it up with cold water the rest of the way. It's just taking a while for that to heat up. For some reason that burner, it keeps cutting off and it'll cut back on like it's regulating. It only let it get to a certain heat, and it shuts off that red light. Then it'll come back on. Anyway. Okay guys, I put the last kettle of sugar water in after it heated up real good, and then I took and filled up with just water, distilled water, up to, well, you can see it's about 1.5 inches, something like that, below the top. What I'm going to do now is take the long stir stick shake it off some. Once you take something out of the sanitizing liquid, you don't want to rinse it off. This stuff, you can eat it. It won't hurt you. Just say it might sanitize your tongue. Who knows? Anyway, what I'm going to do now is just stir it a bit. The only thing that worries me is that burner would not boil the water, and I don't know if that's a requirement to use hot boiled water over these. I don't think so. We'll find out, I guess, if this turns into vinegar. That might be the problem. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary. I haven't researched that. But I'm just the last batch of wine I made was beautiful. Beautiful, crystal clear, and I didn't use any clearing agents or anything. I racked it twice from here into a carboy, and then I racked it a month later into another carboy. It's kind of cool in here. And the temperature outside is getting cooler every day, so I don't know. I'm hoping this does right. Might have to come in here sometimes and get that wood stove over there cranked up. Okay, guys. I mixed this up a little bit, and what I'm going to do now is just, smells really good, by the way. What I'm going to do now is take and put well, it's cool actually. It never got, let me sanitize my hand real quick so I can feel, it never got hot, I don't think. Sanitize my hand so I can feel that, see what it feels like. Yeah, it's cool. It's not warm. It's not even warm because of the part of the blackberries were still very cold, kind of icy. I'm sure they're not now. So normally you got to wait till it cools down before you add some of this other stuff. My directions now say to add, let's see, after it cools down, which is, it's already cool, add 2 tablespoons acid blend, 2 tablespoons of yeast nutrient, and 1/2 teaspoon of tannin. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, guys, and after I added the acid blend, the yeast nutrient, and the tannin, then it says I stirred it in, and then I added 6 crushed Camden tablets. I just crushed them in between my spoons 2 at a time and got that in here. And I'll stir that in. Alright, I don't know what the heck that is. Come on now. Really? I think it's that part of that yeast, I mean that's that tannin. It balled up, and that's okay. Alrighty. Now I got to wipe that off, put it back in the sanitizing solution. Now what I got to do, look at my notes here. I got to wait 12 hours from now. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got to wait 12 hours, then I can add the yeast. No, I'm sorry. I wait 12 hours and then add the pectic enzyme. Where are you? Right here. Pectic enzyme. I add that next. And then 12 hours from then, I put the yeast in. Then I wait 2 days. And then after 2 days, I start stirring twice daily. And I should start to see signs of fermentation. And it says after a week, check the specific gravity. That it should be around 1.02. I've got written down here, check before adding yeast. I probably will do that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the part number 2 of making wine. And I'll post videos as it progresses. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Okay, guys, my battery's almost dead on this camera. I just want to show I've got the lid secured and I've got the airlock on. Okay, you've got a line there to, and what I put in it is just the sanitizer liquid. Some people put vodka or something like that in there. You can do that. I don't have no vodka. All right, battery's dead.